But I know you recording it for your thing too, so.
Yeah. I don't know what happened. But like I was saying, the grandparents is missing out the family. And I remember my grandma telling my mama that some shit was dumb a lot. You get what I'm saying? Like, I remember my father's grandmother telling him some shit was dumb. I remember his grandmother telling his mama some shit sounded dumb. And then it's like, okay, these people gone now. People left to their own devices, I guess. I don't know. But we definitely missing a layer of accountability. A layer of mental,
Guidance.
yeah, guidance, accountability, structure. Everybody want to be led. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be a leader, but don't want to take accountability. And it's just like, no. Like, motherfuckers want to put their feelings out there instead of facts. No, like, I don't know.
I think it's more to so many people have to grow up at such a young age that by the time somebody try to come into their life and tell them something, they feel like I done made it thus far. Like, why do I need you now? That's something that we as a young generation should definitely work on. Because we always say the older generation don't share knowledge, but when the old heads start talking, you like, man, this nigga.
Right. True. Like, yeah. It's like we still rebellious and stuff like that. But I don't know. I listen now. I listen to what people say now. I have to put it to practice. I'm not young now. I look young. I look good. But it's crazy though to me that. It's crazy. That's all good. It's crazy to me though that like we still got them issues. Like it's 2020, almost 2021, and motherfuckers is still having the same issues with race and shit like that, and dealing with that shit. Like I said, with the swirler thing, I got white friends that just like black girls for their own reasons, and it's not no bullshit. You get what I'm saying? It's not no like I mean, they say shit like, oh, black women better than, you know, white women, etc. like that or whatever, you know what I mean? But I don't take it like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, this dude, 21, 22, who the fuck knows who we gonna be with, you know what I mean? Like, but if that's what he like, that's what he like. I don't take that shit as like offensive. I'm not offended by it. I'm not threatened by it or no shit like that. I got friends that's married to white dudes and date white dudes, whatever. I'm not threatened by that shit or nothing like that, you know what I mean? But I also got friends that say stupid shit like, I would never fuck with black dudes again. They're not the same people, but they'll be like, I'll never fuck with black dudes again because white dudes, this, you know, black man can never, or if he does, he's da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, got black dudes that say the same shit. I got white cousins that's married into the family and shit like that. I got biracial cousins, like, so I see all type of shit. I hear all type of shit. Everybody got different philosophies and theories on why they do what the fuck they do. But a lot of that shit is some of that shit. I ain't gonna say a lot. Some of that shit is based out of bad experiences. You know what I mean? And I get it. As I said, I get it. Cause I didn't even say stupid shit and shit to hurt people's feelings or whatever. But like anybody that know me know I like black women and I love women period. But like I don't know. I don't like hearing black men thrown under the bus or black men always getting blamed for shit when other men do the same shit is just as likely. You know what I mean? They say like Latino women are like more submissive or whatever the fuck. But then if I done dated Latino women and they got horror stories about how their father was abusive and all type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's two sides to that shit. White girls say the same shit, like, which is why a lot of white women like black men and shit. I can say a lot. That's a portion of white women that tell that story about how their dad was this, that, and the third or whatever. But whatever the reason is, love whoever the fuck you want to love. I'm just saying, some of that shit you should keep to yourself. You know what I mean? Like, just period. Because like, it ain't nobody fucking business. Like, why you with that person? I don't know. Am I right in that department? Like, who cares why you with who or why you do what? Like, it's none of their fucking business. Yeah. It's like, that's none of my fucking business. And that's part of what's like, it's just a distraction, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cares, dog? If we all supposed to be like equal and free and loving and all this other bullshit, like, why the fuck do that even matter? But at the same time, certain issues you gotta take a knee on when you marry outside of your race just off of the imagery. You get what I'm saying? Just the imagery. The imagery alone is like, somebody's not gonna, you know what I mean? That's what, and with that said, I want to talk about why I don't like Black Lives Matter no more. Because I learned that different chapters got different views and agendas. And some of that shit don't got shit to do with black people at all. Like, and it's just like, what the fuck? Like, it's a chapter that has an agenda to disrupt the heteronormal family and structure, whatever. What the fuck do they got to do with the police shooting somebody or murdering somebody or pulling somebody over for no fucking reason, or you know what I mean? Like harassing people or stopping fresh. Like, that don't got nothing to do with Trayvon Martin getting killed. That don't got shit to do with George Floyd getting killed. Like, none of that shit had. What the fuck does what did it say? Taking down capitalism or some shit like that. Like, what the fuck? Like, type of communist shit is that? Like, I don't. If you are like, this is what I don't understand. This is what it seems like. When I was alright, the videos I was watching about people who appropriate blackness for their own gain. You got the Rachel Dolezal, you got the Sean Kings, people like that or whatever, right? And then you got organizations that, you got people that, it feels like what they couldn't do with the LGBTQ or whatever communist shit they was trying to run, wherever the fuck they was at, they couldn't pull it there. So they was like, oh, Black Lives Matter? All right, we down with that too, black people. But the capitalist structure is oppressing y'all. It's like they put their own, you know what I mean? And that's where it's like, where the integrity at? You know what I mean? Because if it's just like, where the unity at? Where's the unity? Where's the solidarity at? Like, nah. Like, it sounded good, had a good run, but, I mean, choose to fuck with what you want to fuck with. This is my opinion. I can't fuck with it no more. I can't even wear the shirt. I can't even march with them niggas. Because it's like, why come I don't hear the LGBTQ people as loud as I hear them sending like somebody like Billy Porter when George Floyd got killed, when how many transsexuals in Detroit got killed, like shot, killed, like that shit was on the news. I didn't hear the LGBTQ marching and shutting shit down like that. Like, it's hard. I didn't see them publicly put nobody out there for that shit. You get what I'm saying? But that was somebody that was trans, you know what I mean? Got murdered, multiple people. But they didn't, you know, have Billy Porter say shit about that shit. They didn't have nobody. They had El John. They had nobody say nothing about it. They didn't have my man off Orange is the New Black. They didn't have nobody say shit about that shit. But when George Floyd get killed and they start getting steamed with the Black Lives Matter movement and shit, then Billy Porter can, well, what about the trans? Like, what about them niggas, dog? What about what happened when them niggas get killed? Why didn't you say shit? Why you didn't say shit when that shit, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't like, play this. Keep your agenda with your people. You know what I mean? If you black and trans, that's what I mean. So, as black people, we need to make rules to this shit. I don't know, am I doing too much saying that shit and asking that? We need rules to this shit. We need rules. The rules should be like I said, that's fair if you marry or date outside the race. Like, that's your thing. It ain't like a casual thing. It ain't like a phase. It ain't like, it's just like random. You know what I mean? Just like your thing. You identify with, not saying you're not a person of color, but you're not black no more. Like, at least, you know what I mean? At least until, you know, whatever happens, what that happens. Like, you can't, like I said, criticize certain topics.
You kind of can, due to the fact.
Not every time, I'm saying certain shit, like, play this.
Don't know that you got a white husband when they pull you up.
All right, that don't got nothing. That's like right. So when it come to like universal black, yeah, when it come to universal black shit, when it come to universal black shit,
that's bold.
But when it comes to criticizing the sexes and you're married outside, you should take a knee on that one. You get what I mean? That's fair. Like, that's what I said. It ain't like you're not a person of color at all. It's just certain shit you should take a knee on. Perfect example. Stacey Dash got up there on Fox News, cooning, fired her ass. She should have just took a knee, and she would have never got embarrassed or alienated out of the. You know what I mean? She should have just took a knee, and then when she got the police called on her, she got arrested because her husband called the police on her. The white dude, who now said he was hypnotized when he even married her ass. Right? That's his excuse for marrying her. He was hypnotized. He said, he couldn't tell the police that she wildin', but the phone call clearly showed the whole family like ganging up on her or whatever. Anyway, the police get there and take her to jail. And she said he hit her. Take her to jail. She could have avoided, going through that shit alone. People would have been like sorry for her had she took a knee in that previous cooning she was doing. And that's all I'm saying, like, say yourself.
That's what you signed up for.
That's what I'm saying. They see what I mean? Because you was parading this shit around. Candace Owens going through a similar thing because she thought that, I'm somebody, right? And then the Republican convention happened, and she's like, oh, I don't get to speak. And they like, bitch, why would you, you know what I'm saying? Why would you speak in a room full of white people? Well, about what? Do you get what I'm saying? What do we need to hear from you about? You know what I mean? Shut up. Like, and she like, oh, I would have killed it at Obama's. Nah. You get what I'm saying? Stop it. I don't even believe you would have went. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, I say all that to say, if you are black and you gay, still black. But if you like Billy Porter, marry white, you gotta lose 2 sets of points, dog. You gotta lose. You know what I'm saying? You gotta lose point. You start, because if you black and you gay, I gotta say you on the gay side automatically. I gotta automatically say you on the gay side, but you still get black points because you black. Because like you say, with the police, certain shit you gotta. It's like, you know them little plans you get when you sign up for something, and it's got like the basic, and it got the what is it? How do it go? Basic. Starter, you know what I mean? Then you got with the premium, and then you got the deluxe, right? You gotta have like, you gotta be like all the way black. Like we gotta have rules to this black shit, cause like, how the fuck does people infiltrating and pretending that they black for so many years though? You know what I mean? Like the Sean Kings and shit like that. Like that's why I said we gotta have rules to this shit though. You know what I mean? Like you gotta show your birth certificate, something, dog. Something, cause it's like it's too much, bro. It's too much. Like you got niggas want like they want black credit, they want to make black money, but they don't want black problem type shit. And it's like, yo, like we need some rules to this shit, dog. So I'm saying,
everybody want the perks, nobody want the struggle.
There you go. Cause Billy Porter, for him to even come out and say the shit he said during that time was just like, oh, okay. That's what I mean. Like, you can't, you black and you gay. You're brown and gay. You're not black no more. You're brown and you are gay. And that's how we gonna play that shit. Like you basically Puerto Rican or Mexican or some shit. You Honduran or you something. You know what I mean? You an islander, but you're not black no more. For sure, because of the times. Let's keep it 100. Can we not cap no more? Let's take the hats off. Because of the times, everybody want to be attention hoes. So when this gay shit pop up, everybody want to go downtown, right? Mostly be women, right? But then you want to be black when it's time to be black. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro.
Saying you can't be black and gay.
You can be black and gay, but then you got niggas like Billy Porter and other gay motherfuckers that just want to just, you know what I mean, attack black people because they bitter and they mad about some shit that they need a therapist for, but that's not our problem. Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm saying? He was like, black people talked about me and blah, blah, blah. You know how that nigga talk. And it was just like, dog, what the fuck did I got to do with my man getting killed by the police? Had absolutely nothing to do with that shit. And it was disrespectful. So, to avoid situations like that, I'm just suggesting we make rules that if you are black and you gay, you black and you date outside the race, you black and you like to criticize black people to the point to where you sound like somebody with a fucking Confederate flag shirt on and hat on and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying we take on the Sean Kings. I mean, maybe because they married, like how I put it, Gary Owens married a black woman. He white, right? And he talk pro-black and shit, and he funny or whatever sometimes. I'm just saying, like, maybe we should do a racial draft. Like, shouldn't we do that? Ain't that fair? You get what I mean?
Oh, you would take a Gary Owens, though.
I would take a Gary Owens. I'll take a Sean King. I would take a Rachel Dolezal. I would take these niggas in and knight them or nigga them, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Nigga knight them. However you want to put that shit. Nigga knight these niggas and un-nigga night these other niggas like Terry Crews and shit. Like, for real, because it's like, dog, why are you capping so hard? Why are you capping so hard? Why? Why are you capping so hard, bro? Why are you doing it? don't like you. He grabbed your dingling. Dog, in front of your wife. Do you get what I'm saying? He's like, hey, y'all don't talk about no pro-black supremacy. This nigga just grabs your dong in front of your wife, bro. Like,
that was fully. When they blew, they fully.
Sister just straight bomb my shit. It's all good. But like, dog, like, sis, what do you think about that? This we like to debate. This my philosophical partner and shit. Like, I say we should do a fucking racial draft for real. They still had the right idea. And get rid of Terry Crews and Candace Owens and take on Gary Owens. You see what I'm saying? See how the balance? We need an Owens. We don't need that nigga though. Do you get what I'm saying? This nigga like niggas. Fuck it. Let's bring it. Like niggas so much, marry one. Bring this nigga on. Get rid of her. Do you get what I'm saying? And Terry Crews. Just find somebody white that's Crews. Like, I'm just saying, like, because the nigga night didn't need to happen because it's like how that might end racism. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think so? You don't think so?
No.
I think it would. I think it would. I think it would. Imagine that. The biggest, like I said, they just had the right idea. Imagine the biggest racist, greatest racist book writer being somebody look like me, right? Wouldn't that be funny? You said Tommy Sotomayor, whatever the fuck his real last name is. Imagine him being like at a Klan rally and they take the hood off and they like, that's the Grand Wizard. Like, imagine that shit. Like, it's not sick. It's these niggas already be going in, and it's like, fuck it. Like, let's just go all the way there with it. You know what I mean? Let's just take it there. Let's get on board with it. Like, fuck it.
I think you crazy.
You like the other side so much, and like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with play this. But when I date outside the race, and it's just dating, right? Because I don't know what the fuck gonna happen. I'm Carlton though. I don't fucking say nothing about black problems. Nothing. I'm zip because I know that soon as I say something, right? They gonna be like, nigga, you weak. You with that white girl. Da, da, da. You get what I'm saying? So I don't even open myself up to this shit. I just be like,
Okay, that don't work out that time. But do you end up dating a black girl and y'all get married? Now you feel like you could talk again?
yeah.
No.
What's wrong with that? It's like, okay, like I didn't disrespect the game. I ain't come out like, oh, like y'all niggas, like, no. I just be like, That's why I don't say black women are the issue. I say we have a communication issue just as a people, as a nation. Motherfuckers don't know how to talk no more to each other. Like, period. Everybody want to like decimate the other person. It felt like, you know what I mean, when it comes to a agreement or an argument or some shit like that. It's like, I'll put it. You come to an impasse, but I don't feel like either party really satisfied sometimes, because it's always a power struggle or some shit like that. It's like when you look at the marriage rates, like motherfuckers is getting married, and it don't matter who you marry. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know dudes married to white chicks, they are miserable. You get what I'm saying? I know dudes married to black chicks and they are miserable.
Where people mess up is thinking it's racial. It's not.
It's racial. Not racial. That's what I'm saying. It's a straight up, you were not raised to be married to nobody. Like that. Like not everybody was. I'm just, how I put it.
No.
How I put it. If you didn't grow up in a 2-parent home. If you didn't grow up in a 2-parent home.
Learn to communicate. You can find, there's plenty of people.
Right, you gotta put the work in to do that. So
quit talking crazy.
No, I'm about to say, that's what I said about the whole my beef with black women. Not everybody is willing to put the work in to start with, I'm the problem. You one of the rare people that actually said some shit like that. You said you went on a date with somebody or hung out, whatever the fuck. right? And I cringed through it or whatever. And then you was like, he said I was mean or some shit like that. And I go, I ain't never heard no chick say no shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you own that shit and was like, yeah. Like, okay. I need to work on myself. I need to work on that. I'm not ready for that.
You know, everybody not for everybody. Like, it's some people who like that, though. Like, it's guys who talk rough as hell to females. And it's like, you talk to her like she a homegirl. But it's girls who equally as rough, they like that, too. They play. They like to call that nigga motherfucker and bitch and all that, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Just find somebody who like to talk and chill like you do.
I like a lot of shit, but I tend to lean towards raggedy women. I don't know why, but I got, bougie, rich people like you know what I'm saying? But it's like, it's hard, it get heavy flying with eagles, you know what I mean? So I just be like, fuck it, where the chickens at? You know what I'm saying? But that's black men's problem. And that's what I had to learn. Like, the psychology of men is like, yo, bro. It's a hard competition when all these other niggas is flying in packs and we flying like dolo. You know what I mean? Because we can't get along. I don't know. Like this younger generation more brotherly than my motherfucking generation was, and like I don't know. Like I don't know. I was watching the NBA YoungBoy video. Them niggas and a YF and Melly. Them niggas was hugging niggas too much for me. But like I said, they like a little. I like that shit though. You know what I'm saying? That they brotherly. That they stick together. They ride. You know what I'm saying? Together. But like we need more of that, but less of the hugging shit. But we need more of that shit, though. And less of the beefing with each other. Less of the beefing. But that's one thing I do respect about black women. Y'all do stick together. Y'all do love each other. Y'all do have more. And that's the thing. Like, men can learn something. As black men, we should actually learn from y'all in that y'all do got unity and y'all do stick together. You know what I mean? But in my experience, dudes be brothered out in they early 20s and then that shit just dead. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you get to 30s and shit. Cause like, I mean, you should be taking care of your family though. You know what I'm saying? But the unity should still be there. That's why I got mad respect for dudes that's in fraternities and shit like that. Cause they do, you get what I mean? But that's why I feel like as black people, we should be more united. And it used to be the church that did that shit though. And I'll put it. I talk the most shit about church. You already know I do, right? Like, who do you know talking more shit about church than me? Like, bad shit. That's the real question. Alright, see, she ignored me and shit. Mm-hmm. So somebody talk more shit than me now? The secrets. But okay. So like, the church, like Martin Luther King accomplished a lot with the church. Malcolm X the church accomplished a lot with the mosque. Like, but do we need that to unify? I mean, like, that's why I said, like, this new movement of, like, I don't know if it's Pan-Africanism or African spiritualism or whatever. I'm open to it. If that's like anything that's not gonna divide, you know what I mean? I feel like any Judeo-Christian religion or whatever, I feel like that shit, all that shit ever did with divide people or whatever. But if our people could unite with through whatever lens, I don't know if it's financial or spiritual, whatever, and we could just unite to get on the same page of having a community, I'm with that shit. And I'm for anything that builds towards that. But like I said, like the shit that bugged me with the Black Lives Matter thing was they don't have that. It's just all over the board. You get what I mean? And that's why we so open to just following. Like we like sheep to a slaughter. It's like we want to follow anything that agree with most of what we think, and we should demand more. Fuck that shit. Fuck settling. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, no, like if your agenda is really with LGBTQ, take that shit there. If your agenda is with fucking with the American economy and the US dollar, take that shit there. Don't take that shit to black people problems and shit like that. Like, fuck that shit. Like, I don't agree with that. I don't think we need that heat. You know what I'm saying? I think black people got enough problems with the fucking police and just, you know what I mean, getting decent wages in their cities and shit for jobs and shit like that. Fair fucking, it's like a lot of fucking different issues to use your platform for than those that I looked at. You get what I mean? Like the housing market, how many motherfucking black people mortgages and shit was used or unfairly given and shit like that. You know what I mean? For the fucking housing bubble to pop or whatever. Mental illness, like in urban community, anywhere really, like in the state of Michigan, we don't have too much any type of resources towards that type of shit, and that's a major issue in the fucking black community. Mental fucking illness, like it's all type of fucking issues to address about Black Lives Matter and shit than fucking with the heteronormal family and shit like that or whatever. It's like it's a thirsty way of running an organization. You know what I mean? We're not gonna use leadership. Like, nah, that's thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thirsty. You just go let anybody set up shop or vendor or whatever. It's like, where's the integrity? That's some whorish way of doing business and a nonprofit. And it's like, no. They took away from their people visions to their personal visions, and that's some bullshit. That's just my personal view on this topic. So.